I ended up in construction through unemployment. I was actually a director of finance and accounting for a hospitality operation. We went through a downturn, economic downturn in the Great Recession. A former colleague called me and says, "Hey, come learn construction." So I stepped into a role as a project manager with a company that was buying thousands of foreclosed homes and renovating them for rent. In what takes most people 10 or 15 years to learn, I managed to learn in 2 years. As simple as it sounds, a good night's sleep starts everything. When a child has a good night's sleep, they do well in school. When they do well in school, they help break that poverty cycle. I was poor growing up, and I know that my education helped. Having a home, a roof over my head helped. And I want to help break that cycle and give back to the community. We are a modern construction company. There is a huge generation gap in the construction industry right now, and we are the next wave. We are focusing on technological revolution. We are focusing on better planning. We are focusing on better customer and client care. We don't just give back with construction services. We like to give back in the community. Whether it's working in an animal shelter or assisting our veterans at the VFW, we strongly encourage our employees to volunteer in our community, and we pay them to support a cause that's near and dear to them, so they feel like they're part of the TomCo mission to give back to our community. We feel it's our duty to go above and beyond, especially with homeowners that have lost everything. There is a huge sense of pride when we hand the keys back to a homeowner that's been out of their home for months due to loss. One of my favorite stories was an elderly couple. They went through a lot of stress with their insurance company constantly denying their claim. Their house almost had to be demolished to be rebuilt. Unfortunately, during this process, the wife developed dementia. And so phone calls started to become far more difficult as standard updates would have to be repeated 2 or 3 times. We'd have to talk to the husband, and they were just trying to get by on Social Security with no assistance anywhere else. TomCo took a massive cut on its margin to be able to give them an upgraded home because we wanted to do good by our community. It was quite moving to see the light in her eyes when she entered into a familiar place, when she was back home. To see the joy on her husband's face, knowing that they could be comfortable in a new and safe home. It was incredibly humbling to know that we played a part in bringing them back home in their retirement years. TomCo is your go-to contractor. Whether it's ADUs to get a little extra living space, redesigning that kitchen so it is picture perfect. Maybe it's a custom design for your luxury dream home, or fortunately, if you've been hit by a disaster, we can make your home feel whole again. You want to call TomCo Solutions, a licensed contractor here in the state of Florida, to make your dream renovations or new build come to life. If you're new to Florida and you've never experienced a hurricane season, we encourage you to go to tomcosolutions.com. And just for visiting our site, we have a free hurricane prep guide. Just click the link below.